Hey, comic book community, Longbox Love Affair here. Before I get into the CGC unboxing, I just want to encourage you, if this is your first time checking out my videos, or if you're unsubscribed, let's fix that. Hit that subscribe button down below. If you like anything that you see, feel free to leave me a comment down below as well. And I also have in the notes section of this video a link to my eBay page, so a shameless self-promotion if you're interested in books that I have for sale. I know people that comment on my videos sometimes are like, are you only selling books? I was like, no, I collect to collect and for my personal collection, but to leverage that personal collection, sometimes I do sell. So check out and see what I have available. I usually post new auctions every Sunday or so, every week, every other week. So always try to have something up there for the comic book community. So thanks in advance. But let's get on to the unboxing. So these books were at CGC since they were checked in around December, so I sent them in right after Halloween, sometimes in November 2021, and they just came back to me. So we're now in late April of 2021 or 2022, I should say, and so by the time I post this video, it'll be early May. So these books were at CGC for roughly 5-6 months. That seems to be the standard. Unless you get somehow elevated to the front of the line for standard processing. But there are about 17 books in here. This box fell. It fell out of my car when I picked it up because I had it delivered to my office. And luckily, it wasn't a big fall, but it was, I'm not sure, I'm hoping that nothing is damaged. So I'm holding my breath. I think CGC does an excellent job packing. So I think it was just like hit a corner, maybe that corner right there. It doesn't look too bad. So let's hold our breath and see what's inside this unboxing. Okay, full disclosure, I do not know the grades of these books. I purposely try not to spoil it for myself, so I'm surprised you see my genuine reaction right here. So, they package really nicely. I forget what books these are because I have so many in process with CGC at the moment. So I'm going to unveil these grades as we go. Let's see what it is. So this is Champions #1. And I can't remember if I had these books pressed or not. I'll remember as I go through. But there was a group of books I just sent out. I thought they were high grade and was going to just trust the CGC gods to give me something good. So I thought this was high grade enough. So I'm hoping for 9698. Yes, we're off to a good start. 9-8, Champions #1. This is a book I think that has a lot of potential to grow. And so in terms of selling, I have a bunch of copies of these, so I will probably sell some at some point. I just don't know when, because I think these are the next generation of superheroes. Cyclops, I don't think they're going to bring back a young Cyclops. That was a weird point in Marvel history. But we got Kamala Khan, we got Nova, we got Vision, we got Hulk, and we got Miles Morales in here. So 9-8 in this book is A-okay for me. Next up, we have Alpha Flight. So this shipment of CGC may have 2 Alpha Flights in there, I think. I did get this pressed, so I probably got the Champions pressed as well by Comic Book Pressing on Instagram. So make sure you check Eric out. So let's see if Alpha Flight hit the cut. I think these are such old books that I thought they're high grade. Do I think they're 9-8s? It'd be nice, but I don't think it's going to necessarily hit that. But maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. 9-8, Alpha Flight #1. Yes, I think there's some speculation around this team and whether they get introduced into the MCU. Anything is possible right now. Doctor Strange is just around the corner. I am so excited for that movie. So anything is possible. They're looking for characters left and right. And I also think Marvel's not looking to rehash right now. I don't think they're rehashing Fantastic Four right away. I don't think they're rehashing X-Men, although Patrick Stewart is appearing, it seems, in Multiverse. So we'll see. But a 9-8. Awesome. Next up, it's the other Alpha Flight. So let's see. Was I as lucky? Is lightning going to strike twice? No. Close. 9-6. I was pretty good in my estimates. Remember I told you, I thought they were 9-6 candidates at least, maybe 9-8s if I was lucky. So I was lucky with the one. 9-6, still respectable, still near mint plus. It's just not as perfect. So it looks like a really solid copy. I have another ungraded copy of this I just purchased and posted from Chattanooga. So we'll see. All right. Next up is... Oh, okay. Definitely got this pressed. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Adventures #1, the limited series, not the newsstand. I thought I had the newsstand. Maybe I didn't. But I thought this was minty. I had it pressed. Where did I get this? I can't remember. I think I got it at a Comic-Con for like $10, $5, a local con. So it's definitely a high 9. I feel like it's definitely got to be a high 9. So let's see. Cool. So close. So close. The case is intact, so I guess dropping the box was not a bad thing. But 9.6. Ooh, I was so close for this. I have #2 that just came back from pressing, so I'm going to get that graded as well. And we will see if I have a pair of 9.6s or maybe a 9.8. I think when I find that book, that run, which I grew up on. That's how I started reading comics, was with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventures. That's all I knew. And then I got into Spider-Man, I got into Sleepwalker, and then the McFarlane Spider-Man run was just finishing as I was getting into comics. So early 90s. Next up. Okay, so there's a bunch of stray dogs in here too. So let us see. Yeah, 9.8. I love the homage cover. I feel like Stray Dogs has had its day and no one is talking about it right now. So it's probably prime for people to look into it a little bit more and think about investing if that's your thing. There has been talk about a movie. I don't know if it was animated or what have you. No talk recently, so this is pure speculation. So I'm going to hold on to these. I love the covers. I love the horror movie covers. I bought this off the shelf, and I'm not even sure if I had this one pressed. But yeah, 9.8, you can't go wrong with this book. And that was a Hannibal Lecter, Silence of the Lambs homage horror movie, cover B. Not necessarily a variant, but yeah, essentially a variant. All right, Something is Killing the Children. Actually, this is House of Slaughter. This is House of Slaughter #1, the foil variant. I was surprised I sent this in. I don't remember sending this in. So it's harder to photograph because it's got the foil on it. Thought it was high grade, but foils are sometimes hard. So let's see. 9.8. Yeah. So this was I thought this was a 1 per store, but I think it just says Virgin cover. De Lettera foil variant. So again, really hard to show you, but it is Virgin, it is foil, has the logo on the back. I have another House of Slaughter here, I can tell you, and it is a foil, oh my gosh, second print thank you variant. So it's a red cover, harder to come by, I think, and that came back in 9.8 too. Awesome. I am all on board with the Something is Killing the Children train, and the harder to find variant covers. These have been printed en masse, so I'm not as deeply into House of Slaughter, although I do love a good ratio. And that's Shimmers in the sun. Next up, oh, this is a cool one, the David Aja Hawkeye cover. This might have been Hawkeye #1, I can't tell right now, I think it is. So let's see. 9.6, close. I bought this off of a seller on eBay that has followed the channel, but it's been such a long time since I purchased this, I forget who the seller is, so I apologize for that. I love a white cover with negative space, open space here, and the colors here pop. Aja is amazing. I just wish this was a 9.8, but you know, like I said, near mint plus for this Hawkeye book. And it's got Kate on the cover. I'm not sure what the market is for this now that the Hawkeye show is over, but it was a fun show. I'm liking it. I liked Hawkeye better than I like Moon Knight, frankly, right now. I know those are fighting words for some people. Next is, I've been waiting to figure out what this came back as. When I got my books back from pressing, I inadvertently, I believe I damaged some books. This might have been one of them. I think this could be a 9.8 still, but it might come back a 9.6. If it's lower, I'll be really distraught. This was a very minty book, so any lowering of it is completely my fault, I believe. So let's see. Yes! Yes! Moon Girl, Devil Dinosaur #1. Key book. This is the key book right now. I am investing in Moon Girl every time I find them affordable, which they are pretty affordable right now. I pick them up. The variant covers are hard, but this one I picked up for maybe $10-15 at a con years ago. And this is a 2016 book, so it hasn't been out that long, but it is picking up steam. All right. Another Stray Dogs. This is the main cover to number 1, and it came back in 9/8. Yes, good. Lots of dark in there, but yeah, that's. I think these are good books to have in the collection and see what happens from purely a speculation viewpoint. Frankly, I haven't read the story yet. It's on my list, but I hear it's a very quick read, and I can imagine so. It has everything written on it to be, I think, something I would like. So I'm looking forward to checking out, reading it. But I wanted to slab the key ones I had in the collection. Moving on, we have another Stray Dogs. This is the Pet Cemetery variant, cover B. And so I picked up cover B for 1 and 2 at the comic shop, and then I never picked up the rest, so I had to back issue find them. So, but I love the covers. I'm a horror movie buff, so I love it. As it should be. I thought it was very minty, near mint. Look at that. Awesome movie cover. 9/8. Yes. Remember when I said I damaged some books? This was one that I think got the brunt of it. Black cover, too, so it's going to be hard on me if it goes below 9/8, because I thought it was really nice. Really nice copy. I paid a little bit of money for this book. Can't remember exactly, but I did buy into the hype, unfortunately. So let's see if it's a Blair Witch Project variant cover, store exclusive from Brain Dead Comics. So this was a harder one to find. Yes! Yes! Oh, I am psyched about this. Movie poster homage, Yak YAK variant cover. Pretty cool. 9/8. I was thinking it might get dinged, and I'm not sure why, because it's such a black cover that the spine sometimes has that, where you kind of crease a paper to make the spine. Sometimes the color flakes, and so I wasn't sure if that was going to happen. I wasn't sure if I'd be dinged for it. It doesn't look like I can see much of it, but it's sort of a natural defect that happens with comics. Maybe that's why they're 9/8s and not 10s. But yeah, 9/8. This next book was an impulse buy. John Tyler Christopher. Negative Space, 9/8. Not pressed, but I felt like it was high grade enough. And yeah. These are books that, I say impulse buy because I bought it and I was really wanting the white one. Got sold out. I picked up the red and the green, which are in here. These are probably not ones I'll hold on to, because they're sort of outliers in my collection. I'm a big X-Men fan, but it's sort of like a little bit of buyer's remorse. I like them, but do I need to keep them? Maybe not. So I got them graded with the intention of selling them and passing along to someone else. I would have to say most of this grading box is not sale books, but some of them are, like this one. Another one, 9/6. Ooh. How did I get a 9/6 on this? There's another green one in here, so let's see if another Jean Grey green. This is X-Men 19, actually. So it's a John Tyler Christopher cover, A and B. So did this other green one come back a 9/8? 9/6. What? So the red was more lucrative in terms of grade. I'm surprised by this. I really don't see a difference. This looks like a 9/8 to me. I have to be honest. It looks like a 9/8. So, who knows? Who knows? But I've been fortunate with some of the other grades, so I can't complain. Let's see. Next up is Black Cat. Oh, okay. This just squeaks into this box because of the age of the book. It's still considered a modern book, surprisingly enough, but it's an old comic. I'll find out the year in a minute. What did it come back as? A 5. Okay, fine. Off-white to white pages. It's Spider-Man 195, or 194, I'm sorry, 1979, the year I was born. So, newsstand, which in that time period, it's not too much to speak of, but that's because that's where most of the comics were. But first appearance of the Black Cat. I wanted to get this graded. This is one of 2 copies I own. It definitely does have, I don't know what that's, foxing or just discoloration on the back, but I thought this was a clean copy. I think a 5 is a perfectly respectable grade. I am not mad at that. I thought this was nice. I bought this right after the pandemic lifted, and it's a 9.4. First appearance of Rogue, Avengers Annual number 10. So it's an awful cover, and you see Rogue on the cover right there, behind Pyro. First appearance of Rogue, who's a major X-Men character. She was a villain then, but and it's also the first appearance of Madeline Pryor, who is a favorite villain of mine. So Claremont story, Michael Golden art, El Magram cover. So I wanted to get this graded because I thought it was really clean. Obviously, the 9.4 grade shows that it was really clean, and yeah, I think maybe it's got kind of shuffled around. Actually, no, I thought maybe the fall might have made it a little bit crooked. It's a little crooked in there. Not too bad. Maybe the fall, or maybe it's just a thicker book. But yeah, it's a cool one to end on. I think a 9.4 is an excellent grade for this book. This book skyrocketed for a period of time, and I think it's kind of calmed down. But if X-Men ever come into play again in the movies, which they will, one day, it could be 3 years from now, it could be 20 years from now, but X-Men will be back at some point. They are mainstay characters. 9.4, awesome. So that's my box. I have more coming. Actually, I have another shipment coming today, so I'm going to have to film another video from CGC. And I have more books that are just waiting, all different tiers, all different levels, so who knows when those will come back. But I really appreciate you checking out this video today. Thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the grades, the nice assortment of books, and I will see you the next time. All right, bye-bye.